Hi guys, welcome back to Reading the Word and Understanding the Bible verse. Today I read 2 Corinthians chapter 13, and then this is the end of 2 Corinthians. So in chapter 13, what I find interesting or what stood out to me the most is Paul writes to us. And this is what Paul writes, and this is verse 5. It says, "Examine yourself to see whether you are in faith. Test yourself. Do you not realize that Jesus Christ is in you, unless, of course, you fail the test?" So what I like about this so much is that when I was in the hospital and I was struggling to breathe, right? In that situation, I got tested. I either could sit there and complain about what's going on in my life right now, and complain to God and be like, why am I in this situation, right? Or I could do what I did, is turn on my earphones and listen to worship music and start worshiping the Lord. And that's exactly what I started doing. Why? Because I know that God was with me in that hard situation in life when I was in the hospital. I know that through my weakness, through my weakness, I'm going to grow stronger in the Lord. I'm going to rely on His strength to overcome to overcome my chest pain and to overcome what was my physical body was fighting. And I couldn't rely on my strength, because my strength was just going to complain and be mumbled up and just sit there and just be grumpy because my life got flipped upside down. But I didn't complain. I went to go put on my Christian music, went to go worship in the hospital, and I felt good. Why? Because Jesus is the only person who could come into your life and give you that strength when you have no strength anymore. When your life gets flipped upside down and you don't know why. Sometimes God's trying to teach you something. And I love that God gave me that message, because I had to test my faith and see where I was. And my faith was turn on the worship music and cry out to Him, because I know that there's no way I could have left the hospital. There's no way I could have left it if it wasn't for me worshiping and crying out to Jesus. He's the only one who was there helping me. And in my life struggles, I know that now. And that He's right here, right now, as I'm doing this. He's real, He's passionate, He loves us. But we need to learn how to test our faith and lean on Him more. And during that time of my struggles, all 4 times when I went into the hospital, I cried out to Him, because that's what my test was, is crying out to Jesus and being strong to Him. And I can remember turning on Jeremy Camp worship music and Christ in Me, which I'm going to have the song linked in below. And that song right there, Christ in Me, was such a powerful song for me in the hospital, because it made me realize that no matter how hard life gets, I know that I have an awesome God walking with me, next to me, and knowing that His love is so real. Putting on that worship song and being able to just play it over and over again gave me the strong confidence to keep on going. And the strong confidence of thinking that with having faith in God, I am going to walk out of this. And that's the beauty of having the love of Jesus Christ inside of you, is knowing that your faith will be tested, and when your faith is tested, which path are you going to choose? Are you going to choose the path of just sitting there and complaining about your life? Or are you going to be sitting there and going, I could worship the Lord right now and cry out to Him and rely on His strength, because He knows what's best for me. And that's the awesome thing about having faith in the Lord, is that He knows what's best for us. So pray that this helped you guys today. Pray that this realize that having strength in the Lord, and it all starts by me reading the Bible more. That's what got me reading the Bible more, is when I came out of the hospital, it got me reading the Bible more, wanting to grow closer to the Lord, wanting my spirit to be more like Christ, and wanting to share it, and wanting to share my testimony about me being in the hospital and me being able to defeat that through the love of Jesus Christ and worshiping. But it wouldn't be that way if I was just sitting there complaining about my situation. So I pray that this helps you guys. This gives you that motivation to pick up your Bible and read it. Ask Jesus to come in and ask Him to help you understand what you're reading. Because the Bible is just not a book you read. It's a living Bible, how to live your life. And that's what I love about it so much. So I pray that you guys have a good day, blessed day. Love you guys, and God bless.